So,
Yeah.
Think of some again.
first
But yeah,
things first.
I was was originally going to give him a
Oh,
natural
the
because
Hello Mother, Hello Father. I remember it
yeah.
now.
But yeah, I was originally going to give him a natural because it was
I've been knocking on your door so many
his
times.
I just saw, okay?
his look was
I've been outside for 10 minutes now.
Waiting in the rain.
his look
It's
was kind of
raining and
like
pouring.
his look was kind of like our own black nerd friend William here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that just all I am to you? The black nerd friend?
No, but I mean
The token black friend.
Ooh, that
no,
word
but
hurts.
whenever I think of a black nerd, you are the first person that comes to my mind.
I guess that's fair.
Considering you've been my friend for more than a decade now.
And I am, in fact, a black nerd.
You are. So it's kind of hard to separate those two things in my mind.
I'll give you a pass this time, but don't think that your bigotry will go unnoticed again.
You're on thin
What?
ice.
Where did my mouse go? My mouse has just disappeared.
I've stolen it. It's mine now. You don't get it.
No,
back.
no, no.
I imagine you look down at your mouse pad. It's like, oh, it's gone.
Look at your screen. Now look down at your mouse. Now look at your screen. Now look down. Your mouse is gone. I have your mouse. Your mouse is now on the screen.
The power.
It is.
Have I told you yet that I am God?
It's still on my other monitor, but at the second I move it up, it just goes away.
There's a reason for that, you know.
Why did you do this to me? Because I might there.
Because
There we
I
go.
had nothing better to do.
I can believe that.
All right. So we're pulling up the save. If I remember correctly, Jordan just became king.
He did.
Yeah. What you
That's
may want to
great.
do is just ask me what I want to happen and do it yourself, because I don't know the controls in this game really.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah,
there would be a lot of like looking at the screen and just mouth open.
I remember there was plans on building a grand army, and then I have to eventually lead said grand army.
Yes, because I'll assuredly die before then.
Okay.
That and I've been groomed to be a great military leader my entire life.
Right. And so I just put up the game now for the viewing pleasure of everyone else. So what we've got right now, Jordan, you have just become king. So it looks
It's
as
finally
though
happened.
it finally happened. I died and you became me. You did not come into your own. You are of my legacy, of my titles. Let me
I have a
adjust this
lovely
webcam
beard.
just a little bit.
It's
You know-
very voluminous.
You know, William,
It
you're
is.
talking really big for someone who lost us the crown.
You're talking real big for a fucking child, my friend.
I'm not a child anymore. I
Does
came
he
up-
exist?
I'm not a
He
child
exists,
anymore.
doesn't
I
he?
suppose you are not a child, but you are
I say
17.
He does. Yeah.
So you have been the steward of the kingdom for a good long while. So your stewardship ability is your biggest trait. So we're going to go over here into your actual perks and see what you've
That
got.
would be
You are
good.
quite the
I got
greedy
lots of
man.
stuff. I like the money.
So this tree in particular, as you can probably tell, is all about making debt monnaie. So you get all kinds of extra specific money boosts. For example, vassal tax contribution, income at war, maintenance for your men-at-arms per how much dread you have, which you can get fairly easily by going to war, which it seems we're probably going to be doing quite a lot. But the biggest thing is probably going to be this one if you end up becoming anything more than a petty duke. But
A dagger in my heart.
the extort subjects thing actually lets you just use any hooks that you have on anybody that you have. So like if you have family members that are underneath you, you can use the hook that you are the head of the family and just make them pay you. But for what you might want to do, if you're wanting to just focus more on infrastructure, I'd probably do domain. It gives you more stewardship, and a lot of these specifically go towards building things better and bigger and cheaper.
We need to follow Biden's example and build back better.
Build back better. Domain focus it is.
We also need to build up a military. A very
That would probably be great.
A very significant one.
I gave you an okay one.
Because I literally have to conquer a nation.
I won't have the time to even accomplish that in my lifetime. So we're throwing that fully a generation ahead.
No, I'm saying like you need to build the military so I have a military to conquer with.
Okay.
So we can't do all this in one generation. We gotta have multi-generational.
Oh, hey, look,
now.
it's the incestuous whore.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Also known as our stepmom.
Yeah.
Oh, it's weird.
Yeah.
Just.
The worst part is she didn't even try to fuck one of her stepsons. She's fucking her blood son.
She knows. She knows it's wrong, surely.
She didn't even use the step loophole.
I'm gonna go grab a warrior's ale. I will return in like 5 seconds.
All right. Okay, so your other son, who is 14, is currently imprisoned by the man who just conquered us. So
I don't care for that.
So you could probably pay to get him released. Is one of your
I'd
first
like
things in office, yeah. First day in office. This is going to be your first 100 days.
Oh no.
Okay.
I gotta make a pandemic go away.
Big important thing. You don't have a marshal, and you don't have anybody who can be your marshal right now.
Oh. That's not good.
I can be your marshal.
What you could do, if we go over here, my liege, I believe it is in... Where is it? Down here? Can we not?
Did you say he doesn't get to have a marshal right now because he's not?
Yeah,
king?
we don't have any.
Well,
we don't have anybody that can be the marshal.
Currently, you have 4 courtiers. Well, I guess
It's all full.
I guess you can actually. In fact,
Oh
make
no,
him
yeah, he's
your
there.
marshal.
He's there.
I'll go ahead and do
Gaels
that for you.
champion.
And,
Get on in there, buddy. You got it.
and from the very beginning, now you will be the military person until you become king.
17 years old. Just it's like, why do we have to listen to you? Why do we have to listen to you? And I just punch him in the balls. It's like that's why.
Get that knowledge going.
Oh, you have a vassal here. This vassal, I assume.
He's a treacherous villain.
He's not even under you. I think he's a fellow vassal to you. But he has a hook, so you can make him pay you for you to use that hook if you wanted to.
Sure.
Because why not just extort 50 gold out of people?
I want money.
Your boy, Samuel, can get married. Do you want to do that now?
Sam,
I need to hurry up and have kids.
It's time to find you a woman.
No, it is. It is,
I
Father.
will allow you to choose.
It is
because
Father.
I'm a good
It is
king.
time. Okay.
Okay.
Choose your woman.
I need to find someone of good stock.
Your half-sister?
No. No, I'm not stepmom.
What about your other half-sister?
I'm not Christine, okay?
I'm pretty sure... Oh, no, they're not twins. Never mind.
I'm not Christine, okay?
Do you want both your half sisters?
Okay. So there... there are multiple things that we can go by here. So what you could do is you could actually marry for prestige. What that prestige would let you do is whenever you eventually become king, you can declare wars easier. It's a good thing to have, and your father will likely be making plenty of it during his lifetime, but he doesn't have very much right now because he hasn't been able to do much. But by the time you come to power, you can have lots of prestige, or you can have basically your own alliance, depending on who you want to marry. Or you can have your wife have claims so that you could potentially go to war later.
No, and I'm trying to think because I need to marry someone who's actually going to benefit me in this upcoming war.
There are those nice filters that we discovered last session.
This is true.
That little magnifying glass.
Yeah. I need to make sure I marry someone that's really going to benefit me in this upcoming war I will have in my adulthood and my later adulthood. Could you back out of the marriage menu real quick so I can get a better look at the map?
Okay, so these are the kingdoms as they stand right now. The Kingdom of Scotland is all owned by this guy, who is based up here in the Northland. Theoretically, whenever he dies, there will be a massive civil war, for he has at minimum 3 adult male children, and it looks like maybe another 1 or 2 children, like tiny ones.
Like civil war, as Europe is wont to do.
Civil war will happen, and your liege is 59 years old and melancholic, so
He's getting there.
so the resurgence may happen sooner than you think.
No, I know, and I'm trying to wonder if it'd be better to marry someone within our Kingdom of Scotland to maybe try and, like, sweeten up my claim there a bit, or if it'd be better to try and marry off to an ally.
How old am I? When did I come into power?
You are 38 years old.
38.
Oh,
38. That's
40.
a good. That's fine.
And you're a pilgrim, so you're very pious. You're going to be making a lot of piety.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I have all the piety.
Oh yeah, and Mother's teaching me black magic. We're covering all bases.
Yeah.
I forgot about that plot point.
Wait,
We are covering all bases.
Wait, are you a witch, Jordan?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
But
I'm not
Sam,
either.
I think
okay.
I'm not either. Mother is.
she's a witch. Mother is a witch, and Samuel is a witch.
And
Not yet,
witchery
I'm
is a
still
thing.
Not he may be.
Witchery is a thing you can embrace. So do you want to marry right now? We can wait, theoretically, or we can go ahead and solidify. You are of childbearing age.
Like,
No, I know. I'm just trying to.
Now,
think
son, you really need to get to fucking soon. We need a line.
I'm just trying to think of what would be better because I'm looking. Who are my prospects in Daneland? Because they might be a powerful ally.
Okay. Are you wanting to make allies with the king of the Danelaw or one of the little jarldoms within? There is a difference, power balance-wise.
Well, yeah. Does the king have any eligible daughters right now?
Let us see. There's you. Currently, yes, there is a child. One of these will give you an alliance, but they cannot have children yet. She has a claim, or she has 4 claims, actually, over, and we'll let this load up. We'll see if it shows up here. It's not highlighting. But these are the different chief... Oh, she has claims from over here. Okay.
She's a Norse.
Yeah, she
She's
is a
real
Norse. So theoretically,
Norse.
if you wanted, you could conquer somewhere, set up your capital in a different culture, and then make that the culture. And you could turn into a Viking.
I feel my father would not appreciate that.
No, but
his ghost
I'm
would
mostly-
look down on us with anger.
That's true, but I'm mostly thinking that not only would I be gaining a claim, but in this war I could have Viking allies.
This is also possible, and definitely a thing you should consider.
Which I'm very considering it. Let me look at her. Let me look at
Bring her to me. Let me
exactly?
see her.
Who exactly?
The king of the Danelaw's daughter.
Which one? He has 3.
The older one.
The oldest
With the
one?
claim.
A bunch of them.
Her.
With the claim.
The one that's
She
not
is
a
this
child.
one. She has things.
Oh God.
Oh,
But she will give
she's
you
possessed. Oh, good. We're gonna bring that into the house.
Oh, well, it looks like they don't want it anyway. Because...
Oh God damn it.
Because you are of a different faith, you filthy Christian.
Mm-hmm. That'll,
Oh, well,
that'll do it.
Then get those dirty pagans out of my sight.
So I assume you want to marry a Catholic.
I guess that's my only option.
You can marry any Christian, but I'm assuming you want Catholic. So
But
let's
keep it in the faith.
let's just go through the filters we got here. We'll go to find a spouse. We'll say religion, Catholicism. Does it matter what culture?
No.
Okay. Do you want them to have traits? Like inheritable traits, genetic traits,
Sure.
preferably.
Good stock.
Yeah, we need good stock.
Okay. So these are your options so far. All the ones up here are going to be of childbearing age, and they're going to have these good things. These are actually really good things. The only problem is that they're lowborn, so you will lose prestige for marrying them. But
all of them are lowborn? Oh, okay.
all of these, yes. But as you scroll down, you get younger ones that also have bonuses, but they can also have alliances. It's just if you
I also married for love, son, so I would understand if you do the same, but I wish you would.
The kingdom
I'm not
of
quite marrying for love, but I'm not gonna marry a fucking 10-year-old.
You'll end up doing whatever your father tells you to do, boy.
My father just told me he doesn't want me marrying a 10-year-old.
Whatever needs to be done
Grandfather's
for the
dead.
survival of the kingdom will be done.
Grandfather's dead.
My grandfather went away.
So, boy, do you want to marry down or do you want to marry a child? These are your options.
Those are my only options right now. I have to either marry down or marry a fucking child.
That is how it works.
Yeah, that does seem about it.
Those are the only...
There are a few options that you can marry, like a 40-year-old who's also really smart, or a 44-year-old.
Son, you'd be marrying somebody older than me.
A 43-year-old.
That'd be fucking weird.
What about some other Christians?
Christianity.
Yeah, let's just go with Christianity. Let's broaden our horizons.
It's not seeming like it's much different. I think the only other sect around you would be the Irish, and they've got their own thing going on.
How bad is that thing?
Apparently they have no daughters to give you, so.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh god, it's a fucking 0. They're not even 1.
Yeah, not a single one.
They're not even 1 year old.
Good god.
It's like, imagine putting a fucking marriage certificate into a crib.
They don't get to choose who they marry. What are you talking about?
They're just given. It's like, you're married now. Here's your certificate.
Oh. I don't want to marry. I need to gain prestige, but I don't want to marry a child.
Look, you don't get much of an option. It's medieval Europe.
No, I get that, but it's just...
If you want prestige, then we don't have to look at any of this. We can just go with...
that was filtered down, fertile, remember.
And we'll just go... Is it up here?
We need... It's down. It's in politics.
Prestige gain.
Oh.
So, obviously, these would be your best options. You get a shitload of prestige.
How? Why?
Because
marrying is that my cousin or my sister?
Your half sister, in fact.
If that's a question you gotta ask, it's already wrong.
It's like we already have the same last name, so let's not. I don't need prestige that bad.
Well, see, it'll be less paperwork then.
It will. Oh god! Oh, and that first one's ugly. Okay.
You can marry another Carling. It'll give you prestige, but you'll get involved with. Actually, she's unlanded. She's just a bastard. So. But you're related, so there's a risk of being inbred. So that's a thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's my cousin.
Remember, your father got around.
That's right.
Your father sowed his seed wide.
Oh, that's right. God damn it.
Grandfather.
Yeah, grandfather.
I didn't do that.
You can marry a 6-year-old.
Oh, hold on, I'm getting a call.
Okay, we'll just do other things while he's doing that.
Do that other time.
So with your bases covered, let's see. What are you? You are currently the Chancellor of the Kingdom of Scotland.
Oh, wow.
Which means you get +2 prestige per month. Your fellow vassals like you a little more. And you will be constantly gaining diplomacy as long as you are in that position. But it also means you cannot rebel against your lord so long as you are in that position.
I see.
So we do have our armies raised. We are currently at war. We can just recall the troops and not do shit for now. if that is what you would like to do as an option. Or we can just have your son go into battle and possibly die.
No. I feel that's bad.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, as your major domo, I guess I have to concur. Shall we disband the armies, my lord?
Yes.
It will take them 11 days to return home, and it will be that long
It's
before we can raise
fine.
them again. Very well.
We need to build up.
We have lots of money, good lord. Shall we spend any?
Yes. Spend.
Um,
Build.
Let's see. Can't do those. That is our capital. St. Johnston. Wait.
We're in Dundee.
Okay, then yeah. We are currently in Dundee. Or you, I should say, my lord, are currently in Dundee. And I am with you, my lord, in Dundee. So you don't have enough prestige right now to build anything, because we're still in the tribal era, and tribal things take the people to build. So.
Oh, those horrible cretins.
So shall we just pass time while people learn of your name and your new position?
Yes.
If we wanted to raise prestige immediately, we could host a feast or call a hunt, both of which would raise prestige, and depending on your traits, could help you in other ways. I don't see anything in particular that would improve both of them, but they are options.
Let's call a feast.
A feast?
It's a new day.
A feast will also increase people's opinions of you.
Let's do that.
As long as they come to the party, of course.
There's a new king. It's a new day. Better things are on the horizon.
Not a king, mind you. You're a duke. There's no treason here.
I'm not a king. Not a king.
For now.
I meant duke. When I said the word king, what I meant was duke.
Yes. That is what he meant, mighty lord.
Mighty, mighty king over there.
Eating was well underway, and drinking a little too far along when High Chiefess Melisune decided it was time for some horse riding. My stables were locked up tight, but with guidance from Mormaer Male Corgus, Melusine soon led a group of eager riders inside. With absolutely no control over my animals, there was swearing, laughter, and broken noses as men and women fell from horses ambling around the hall. Other creatures in the stables did not get away much easier, and one goat nearly caved in under the weight of Ermentrude. Your half-sister.
Y'all drunk.
You spent prestige, but
Stay behind, fix.
you got Lively Feast, which gives you extra cavalry damage and reduced stress gain, so could be worse.
Okay.
You'll get more prestige by the end of this, so.
Okay.
You're feasting for days and days, by the way.
Oh God. How much can one eat?
Yes. My guests are going home, all in good moods. The feast has brought us closer, and we will be able to look back and chuckle at the escapades of Melisune and her drunken band of merrymakers for years to come. Mormaer Male Corgus even jokingly complimented me on the healthy state of my livestock. Gain 150 prestige and 20 opinion for everyone who joined.
There we go. That's some prestige we need.
Yeah. You can also call a hunt. You have lots and lots of money.
Why not? Do it.
Oh, you have also become the dynasty head of our dynasty.
Ooh. Was I not before? Who was before?
Somebody over here somewhere. Doesn't matter
Well,
how.
fuck him. He's dead now.
Yes. Which means that once we get more renown, which you're going to be getting lots of because the family has been doing lots of things, which, theoretically, if you wanted to, like, make inroads with other houses that the family has injected themselves into, you could go over here into living members and you could just find people. Because apparently we have a king in our family somewhere.
So this list is everybody in our family, our dynasty?
Correct. Everyone you are related to by blood.
Okay. It's a long list.
It's a long
It's
list.
a long list.
49 living members.
You know, the Scots were always really good friends with the French. Are there any French women I could marry?
The old alliance, you mean?
We can go back to his marriage situation.
I mean, remember, I married the princess of West Francia long, long ago.
You did.
You can't marry West Francia. Does Aquitaine have any range? They don't want you.
Oh, God. It's probably because I'm just young and untested. That's probably the thing. But
You could probably marry a duke somewhere in here. Like the
yeah,
Dukes are very important and powerful people.
I should probably stop aiming at royalty so hard.
Yeah, you are not royalty. Well, you're royalty, but you're not royalty. You're not a king. You're a duke. This would be an alliance.
No, I'm not marrying a 5-year-old.
You're looking too much at this age thing.
Says the man who fucked anything with a hole.
Says the man who was a king and expanded the house by leaps and bounds.
And then lost us our entire kingdom.
I would love to see you do better.
Well, we're gonna try.
Yeah, we're gonna give it the old college try.
You already called the hunt. So
Actually, did any of those Jarldoms have any?
The Jarldoms will not marry you because you're a filthy heathen to them.
Oh, that's true. Well, let's look at non-royalty around us. Because Jordan is right. I really do need to get to. Oh God.
Bounding through the hills, I'm gaining on the sly fox I've been chasing for hours. Just as I prepare to strike, I hear my spy master, Mormon Corgus, cry out in pain. He's fallen and is now clutching his leg. You can tend to him.
He would like me.
You would gain all of these. Well, he would gain dressed wounds, which is disease resistance. He'd like you more, and you gain a little bit of learning. Or you can chase the fox and get a little bit more prestige. He loses a little bit of opinion of you. He'd still be positive, by the way. And that
So
would be
what
it.
is his current opinion of me?
It is 32, and he'd only lose 15.
And we'd gain 150. That put us back in the positives.
Yes, and you will gain more before the end of this. So
Um,
he will also gain the trait wounded, so he won't be any good in a fight. And potentially he could die of infection and shit, and that's the whole thing. But
it could be nice though having my spy master personally like.
This is true. By the way, little thing I should probably mention here and now. If your spy master doesn't like you, then this disrupt scheme thing will be essentially useless. So
Hang on, how good is he at his job?
he is 6, so he is not very good. But you don't have anybody really to replace him unless you just shuffle your cabinet around.
Oh, I don't want to shuffle my cabinet, but if I could get somebody better later, then I don't particularly care about him not liking me as much. So I think I want to get the fox.
Okay.
I feel that that's the logical thing to do.
You've gained prestige. And people will cycle through your court like this, well...
Oh, we
she
should
just left
probably
that,
get
so
rid of
that's
her.
Who?
What was it?
Christine.
Well, she is your court physician. Do you
Are
want to
there
get
any
rid of her?
others?
She is currently the smartest person in the kingdom.
Why do you want to get rid of her?
She's fucking our brother.
Oh, she's the one. Yeah.
But she gave a son to the church. How could she be evil?
Isn't that the same son she was fucking?
I don't know. You tell me.
It's the bastard, so yeah, it is.
I don't know what you're talking about. This one's a bastard.
But he's a legitimate bastard.
What's the Darod, and then what's the other one's name?
Udrost.
Udrust.
I think it was Darod she was fucking.
Probably.
Diord.
But yeah.
Diord has a rival.
Mm-hmm.
Did she? Or did he?
Dior does, yeah. He has a rival.
No, he doesn't.
What isn't?
That's
isn't
down
that...
here. He has a friend.
Oh, okay.
Are you getting married yet?
You need to get married. I was going to say, we need a good physician that knows things so she can stay and fuck whoever she wants.
You can marry a smart person if you really want. You can search by just about anything.
I know.
You're being real picky.
I might just have
Your father could have just decided for you, but he gave you the freedom to choose, and now you're like, I don't know.
I might just have to marry down if the traits are good enough.
I mean, she's a royal and she's a genius. She's just like 25 years older than you.
She's older than
No,
my
older. As older than his father.
Oh,
You're agonizing over this far too much.
Like, his wife would probably die before his father.
I guess I'll just have to marry a lowborn. Let's see what.
Okay. Are you?
Because I'm not gonna stoop so low as to marrying a child, and then marrying someone older than my father's a little.
You act as
Your
though
fa-
that's.
your fa-
Why are you acting as though that's low for right now? That is like the standard. I want you to understand that.
We have different standards now.
Like, this is the year 899 AD. This is the standard right now. As long as the house keeps going, it doesn't matter how old they are when the betrothal happens. They don't fuck until they turn 16 anyway.
Well, and then that's another point. A lot of the really good ones are like 2.
I mean,
I'll be very old. I'll be.
there's 9s, there's
It's like,
10s,
son,
11s.
you can't fuck for 14 years.
Yeah, it's like I'll be in my 30s.
There's like 9s and 10s and 11s. Here, how about this? We'll do age difference 5. How about that? No more than a 5-year age difference for anybody. Does that please you?
Yes, that does please me.
Does that ridiculous thing please you?